Hello everyone, welcome to Dorothy Chia Piano, where I talk about all things piano teaching and piano learning. So today I'm going to look at Bach. J.S. Bach is a very important composer that all pianists would have played at some point in their piano learning. So let's take a look at the phrasing of some of Bach's pieces. What makes Bach's phrasing unique and quite unusual is that Bach likes to phrase across the bar line. Let's take a few examples. I'm looking at the two-part invention in C. That's the number 1. All right. Now if you look at the right hand melody, the subject starts off like this. So if we look at the score, you would notice that the D, that is the first note of bar 2, is not the first note of the phrase. That note is actually the last note of the first phrase. So if I were to phrase it according to score, it actually should sound like this. And the D ends that phrase, which means the G on the second semiquaver is the start of the second phrase. And the same thing happens in the left hand. It also phrases across the bar line. So the first phrase and the second phrase starts here, which means the C in the left hand at bar 5 is the last note of the phrase. It is not the first note of the phrase, it is the final note of the phrase. So if I piece everything together, your phrasing should sound like this. Does this only happen in his two-part invention? Let's take a prelude and fugue and see if the same thing happens there. The fugue that I'm looking at is from Book 2, Fugue number 5 in B minor. So if we look at the subject starts off like this. And then it moves into the answer in the right hand. From bar 5 onwards, you start to see that the A is tied across the bar line, which means the phrase of the next motive starts on the second quaver beat. Okay, which means that whole statement, the first part of the fugue, would end like this. At bar 10, and then the motive comes in. So from that point onwards, the motive starts on every second quaver and goes across the bar line to the first quaver of the next bar. So I hope this has been an interesting trivia to you, and it might change the perspective of how you are playing your Bach pieces. So I'm putting out a new course for teachers in the month of April. If you would like to be included in my newsletter, do drop me a DM of your email address and I will personally send you this month's newsletter. So till the next week, bye-bye.